So I built a rear bumper for the old Danger Ranger. It's nothing special, some 3x6 box tubing, and we're going to use it to hold our new winch setup to pull cars onto the tow dolly. We got some angle iron to make some new brackets. There's a 2-inch receiver. That's the power cord for the winch. And again, it's to pull cars up onto the tow dolly. First thing we're going to do, remove the tow hitch to get those old weak brackets out of there. Now that that's out of the way, we're going to go underneath and see what we're working with to make our new brackets. We got 3 holes for the bolts that hold it on, and then we have to make a 4th hole to make room for this rivet. After we measure everything out, we're going to use a center punch to mark the spots where we're going to drill. Take it over to the drill press, fast and dirty with the unibit, right? Not looking for precision, just to get the job done. After the brackets are made, lift that hitch back into position, slide those brackets in there, and bolt it all down. Then we'll test fit the bumper and see where our hitch receiver is going to go. We're going to use 9/16 bolts, so we're going to make these holes a little bit larger. We'll find the center line of our box tube, find the center line of this bracket, mark the center holes, and then drill them out. I'm checking this chart to know how big to drill a hole, to then tap it so we could bolt this hitch receiver down. And we're using 9/16 bolts, so we're going to drill a 31/64 of an inch hole. After we finally have our holes, we're going to run our tap into those holes to cut some threads for our bolts. The last hole just barely didn't line up, so we're going to get some wiggle room. Make these holes a little bit bigger. Take off this tailgate for a little extra room to work. We're going to drill the mounting holes in these brackets. after we make these holes, put the bumper on there, crawl underneath and mark the centers of those holes, drill them out, tap them again, and then bolt the bumper on for good. Before I bolted it on, I did weld a wrench and a cam shaft sprocket to it just for fun. Works good for a step. That winch cradle setup looks pretty good. Not too bad. Now we gotta find somewhere to mount the plug for the power. Don't forget about that license plate. So yeah, this is my silly little project truck, but it's a workhorse. Tows cars, hauls scrap metal, whatever you need. I got this thing for free, and it was all beat up. So I've been having fun bringing it back to life and hooking it up a little bit. Be sure to check back for the first time we use this winch and any other wackiness that's going on.